And senior wears number 24 and number 31, Madison Fields. She plays kind of a little bit of everything. She's going to stretch the floor, 5'10" junior. And again, she wears number 31. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Emery Lady Spartans. Out of the backcourt tonight, we'll see number 2, Caitlin Toomer. She's a junior, standing 5'10". Kinley Toomer, number 3. She's a junior, standing 5'8". Lainey Jensen will get the start of the 3. Lainey leading the team and makes from deep, averaging about 13 points per contest. She stands at 5'8", the lone senior on the squad. Bailey Huggard, number 12. She'll do the dirty work. She's a junior, standing 5'10". And in the middle, Megan Jensen, number 33. She's a 6'3" junior center, leads the team in both points and rebounds, comes in at about 17 and 9 a game, which is impressive considering she really only played about 20 minutes a game in the regular season, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, this team, sometimes the numbers are just misleading. She gets to play full games every night. Boy, those numbers would be astronomical.
It'd be a lot different, that is for sure. Now, the Emery Lady Spartans are coached by Lynn Tuttle. The Grantsville Cowgirls are coached by Megan Vera. And now we're waiting just a second. And Grantsville needs to get their starters in the book. Yep. So as far as the schedule goes, time goes, we're now 2 minutes behind, but we have been right on schedule today. Yesterday, that was not the case. So we were way behind yesterday, but the games have gone a little bit more accordingly today.
Yeah, that's, you never know either.
You never know, no.
I think somebody said, I talked to South Summit's coach, staying at the same hotel we are, and said that this kid's is very competitive. Every game yesterday on the boys' side, single-digit wins, 1 overtime, and then 1 that was a buzzer beater.
Right.
And so those are the type of games that make you run behind. And if you don't get the names in the book.
Yeah. And we are set to go. Now, Emery is the designated road team because they are the number 2 seed. Remember, they lost the coin flip to Richfield. So Emery wearing their dark black uniforms. Grantsville, the designated home team, they are the number 1 seed out of Region 13. Again, they lost just 1 region game all year at 7-1. They're wearing their home white uniforms. Emery's going to be moving left to right on the radio dial, at least from our perspective, and Grantsville will be moving right to left. Megan Jensen set to tip things off at the mid-stripe line with Hannah Butler.
Be interesting, the girth versus the length. I mean, that's especially down on the post.
Here's the whistle. Here comes the tip, and we are underway. It is Emery basketball. Kinley Toomer with it. Goes to Bailey Huggard, top of the key. Cross court to Caselin. Back to Kinley. Left wing. Entry pass on the low block to Jensen. Kicks it to the corner. 3-point shot off of the mark by Caselin Toomer. Madison Fields with the defensive rebound for Grantsville. Pushes it up to the right side. Ashley Edwards finds it back to the cutter. That's Butler inside. Lost the basketball, able to recover, and now kicks it back out, and Grantsville can reset the offense. But a quick 3-point shot up, no good. And the ball is stuck behind the rim and the glass. So it is a jump ball. Paige McCluskey on the miss. You don't see that too often. Possession arrow is in favor of Grantsville. So the Cowgirls will have another opportunity with 7:31 to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score.
Yeah, interesting. You shoot it up, stick it, and then you get the ball.
Right. And again, we got to figure out a way to get the ball out from the rim.
A couple of girls jumped up there close.
Just not quite. Now the boys' game, that's no problem
at
all, right?
Jump up there.
You'll find a couple. Yeah. I could never do that, but you'll find a couple of them definitely can. Here we go. It's Grantsville basketball. Butler to inbound now on the baseline. 29 seconds into the first quarter. Gets the ball into field. She's going to work it around, holding on the right wing. That's Edwards. 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Ellett with the miss and the rebound to Kinley Toomer. Kinley's going to bring it up right sideline. Stops on the perimeter. Goes down low. Low block to Megan Jensen. Jensen passes out to Huggard. Huggard is swatted. Excellent interior defense by the Cowgirls, and now Grantsville's moving the opposite way. We're 50 seconds into the opening quarter, and we still have no score in this contest.
And then two offensive rebounds for the Cowgirls.
And the Cowgirls finally strike. Ellett comes in off the right wing and goes glass. It's 2-0 Grantsville. Emery back with the basketball. Kinley Toomer with a head fake. Drives in the paint. Finds Caselin. Left corner. Drives baseline. Feeds it to the paint. Megan Jensen. Shot up and in from about 8 feet. And we are tied 2-2. 6:44 to play in the first, and Emery's going to go to the full court press, a 2-2-1 press to be exact. Ellett now with the basketball, gives it off into the backcourt to Fields. Grantsville finally breaks the press. Hannah Butler with the ball in the front court. Gives it to a cutter right down the middle. McCluskey, shot no good, but draws the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock with 6:30 to play in the opening quarter. We're tied 2-2 and an opportunity for Grantsville to take their second lead in the early going.
Everybody excited about getting a foul on Megan Jensen. I think, they've talked about that obviously before the game.
Hey, you go right at her. Why wouldn't you? First shot, no good. McCluskey with a miss, long off of the back iron. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Right. You go right at Megan Jensen. Try to neutralize her.
Right. And you take a chance. I mean, try and jump into her and see what you can get.
Right. Second shot for McCluskey, no good. Missed the pair. That one in and out. And Bailey Huggard with the defensive board. Gives it up to Kinley Toomer. Again, Emery moving left to right. Gives it up to Lainey Jensen. Her first three shot is up, and it's no good. A miss off of the back iron. Offensive board by Kinley Toomer. Toomer's going to reset the offense for Emery. Goes between her legs. Now to the right sideline. Guarded by McCluskey. Goes cross court. Three-point shot for Caitlin Toomer is in. She's 1 of 2 from deep. Knocks down her second attempt from the left corner. And it's 5-2. Emery by 3. They remain in the 2-2-1 press. Grantsville, no problem breaking it. Edwards tries to go to McCluskey. Pass too high, and it goes out of bounds back over to Emery. Causing turnovers out of that press.
Sometimes you don't get, the obvious turnover you're looking for, but yet it makes them play faster, and then something like that happens.
Kinley Toomer will walk it up now for the Lady Spartans. 5:50 to play in the first quarter. Emery 5, Grantsville 2. Toomer with the ball straight away, goes to Laney, right side, guarded by McCluskey. Now to the corner. Caitlin with a head fake, gives it back up. Laney, cross court, Kinley, left wing 3, no good, in and out. And a rebound by Ellett. Grantsville back with a basketball. Emery falls back defensively. Bringing it up right side, it's Edwards. Edwards goes to the baseline, kicks it out. Butler swings it. Ellett now to McCluskey. McCluskey a step inside the perimeter, gives it back out to Ellett. Grantsville's working the ball around the perimeter. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Edwards with a miss from deep. She averages about 9 per contest. Rebound and a shot up and in. Madison Fields knocks down a mid-range jumper, and it's 5-4. Emery by 1. The Lady Spartans waste no time trying to get the ball up. Megan Jensen lost it. A turnover for Emery. Grantsville's going to push it the opposite direction. A drive in, shot up and in, and Grantsville has the lead. Hannah Butler off the right wing gets 6-5. Grantsville by 1 on a mini 4-0 run.
Yeah, nice job just to finish that one off.
Three-point shot for Emery and a three-point make. Lainey Jensen now 1 of 2 from deep. That's the second make from the perimeter for Emery, and they lead 8-6. They can score in a hurry. Full court press, and Grantsville breaks it. Edwards with the ball on the right side, guarded by Huggard. Takes her off the dribble inside 15. Kicks it back out to Butler. Butler now gives it to Edwards. A couple of steps above the mid-stripe line to McCluskey. To the left side, holding its Ellett. Back to McCluskey. She wants to drive in. Kicks it out. Three-point shot on the way and in. Grantsville answers right back. Ashley Edwards, the sophomore. And it's 9-8. Grantsville by 1. They've had an answer for Emery early on, Scott.
Yeah, I'm not seeing as good a movement as we need to on the top of that zone. Don't get lazy with it.
Down low, Jensen able to take the pass from Butler. Over the top of the defense and in for 2 off the glass. Emery recaptures the lead 10-9 midway through the opening quarter. And the press able to poke the ball away was Kinley Toomer. Ball goes out of bounds, but it will stick with Grantsville. And for the first time, the Cowgirls are going to go to the bench. Checking out of the game is Madison Fields. Fields comes out, and Mason White will come into the game. She's a freshman standing 6 foot. Talk about the youth that we have seen in the girls' side of the bracket here over the last couple of days. A lot of things to be excited about. Now Grantsville breaks the press with ease. McCluskey goes right to the basket, misses a shot. It was adjusted in the paint by Jensen. Gives it off to Kinley Toomer. Now to Lainey Jensen. Right wing 3 up. Good! Lainey Jensen back-to-back trays. And it's 13-9. Emery by 4 with 3:42 to play in the first quarter.
She busted that one out right in her face.
And we have a timeout taken by Grantsville. Coach Megan Vero will take her first. 3:37 to play in the opening quarter. Emery 13, Grantsville 9. We're back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're with coworkers,
with 2
family,
locations to serve you, J&D Automotive in Castledale and Green River deliver authentic Napa auto parts with a local smile. Whether it's tires, fluids, tune-ups, or a complete engine diagnostic, J&D Automotive offers complete repair of domestic and foreign cars and light trucks. And with ASC certified and trained technicians, you can drive easy knowing your car will get you and your family down the road safely.
Ball on KOAL AM 750.
13-9, Emery by 4, 3:37 to play in the opening quarter, and Grantsville has had a lot of success offensively up to this point in time, but Emery getting it going from deep. Lainey Jensen has knocked down a shot, or 2 shots, from the wing, and Caitlin Toomer has another 3, so Emery's knocked down 3 shots from deep here in the opening quarter. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play. in the first. McCluskey with the basketball, wanted to go cross court, nearly a turnover, but Grantsville able to recover. And the Cowgirls have the same lineup out there. Mason White, the lone non-starter, off of the bench. A shot up from 15, no good. Edwards was deflected. And now Emery wants to move offensively. Kinley Toomer brings it up right side. Goes top of the key to Laney Jensen. Puts it on the ground, gives it back off to Toomer in the corner. Cross-court pass, Caselin Toomer drives baseline. Finds Jensen in the paint. Jensen swarmed, puts it on the ground. Goes back up, shot no good. Short off of the front iron. Bailey Huggard with the offensive board. Gives it out to Kinley Toomer. Toomer on the right wing.
There's not as much space in there for Megan against this team.
A miss from deep from Laney Jensen. Megan Jensen grabs the offensive board and gets hammered down low by Mason White. That'll be the first team foul against Grantsville. Stops the clock with 2:51 to play in the opening quarter. And again, Emery up 13-9. They'll inbound on the baseline.
Call that one on the ground?
Yeah. Caselin Toomer from the college three-point line. No good, missed it short. Rebound by Huggard. Another offensive board. Emery has another opportunity. Kinley Toomer on the right wing. Goes to Laney. Swings it to Caselin. Ball poked out of bounds by Ashley Edwards. Possession will stick with Emery.
Is that 3 offensive boards for Huggard?
Played great on the glass so far.
Just not as much space. His team takes up more space in the paint. I think it's been notable so far.
Grantsville goes back to the bench as Huggard takes an easy 2-point basket off a pass from the top of the key from Toomer.
Boy, that's a great pass. She delivers it now.
Oh, man. 15-9, Emery by 6. Madison Fields is checked back into the game for Mason White. McCluskey holds, goes right side to Edwards. Edwards had an open look for 3, instead goes cross-court to Ellett. Her 3-point shot is up, in and out, no good. Megan Jensen with a defensive board. Emery up 6, and this is one of those times where if you're Grantsville, it's danger. You want to make sure you can control an Emery run. Cross-court pass, Kinley Toomer overshoots Caselin, and that's a turnover. Dangerous cross-court passes, Scott, that happens from time to time.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. They look at each other. They don't say anything. They just look at each other like, that was good enough. Catch that.
6 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Emery 15, Grantsville 9. Working the ball around the perimeter. Caselin Toomer pokes the ball away. It goes out of bounds. Grantsville will keep possession.
That was a big stop that they needed, though.
Ellie Wilson will check into the game for Grantsville. Ellett comes out of the game. Another, again, youth on this Grantsville team. Locking the ball up, it's Edwards across half court, under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Goes right sideline, Ellie Wilson wanted to go back top of the key, and Caselin Toomer there to knock down the pass and pick up the loose ball. Toomer with the ball at the left wing, gets right to the hole, and an easy 2-point basket. Boy, she went inside traffic. And Scott, that was almost too easy.
Oh, when she cleared the first 3, she went through. And then it was just all smooth sailing from there.
17-9, Emery by 8. Grantsville with the basketball. McCluskey drives in, puts up a circus-type shot. No good. Jensen with the defensive board. Now gives it up to Toomer. Kinley goes cross-court to Caselin. She puts up a mid-range jumper. Good, and it's 19-9 Emery. So, again, I was talking about that run. It's a 6-0, 8-0 run, and if you're the opposing team, knowing the firepower that Emery has, you got to try to avoid those. That's what happened yesterday against Carbon.
And, and they were able to control the pace. I'm surprised teams don't slow them down a little more. Try and be a little more, a little slower. Oh, she gets away with the walk.
Fields down low, got a clean look at the basket, could not convert. Megan Jensen with a defensive board. Emery back with the basketball, 50 ticks to play here in the opening quarter. It's 19-9, Emery enjoying their largest lead of the game. Caselin Toomer with the ball on the left side. Cross court now to Kinley. Fakes right, goes left, into the paint, shot off of the glass, no good.
They're letting them play.
They definitely are. It's been physical here in the first quarter, entertaining. Grantsville with the basketball, moving the opposite direction. McCluskey wants to go to the low block of the pass a little bit too high, intended down low for Wilson. It goes out of bounds, back to Emery. Sub once again for Grantsville. Checking out of the game is, I think Wilson has to come out. There's a little blood coming from her nose. And back into the contest is Ellett.
McCluskey, right? Yeah.
And McCluskey comes into the game. McCluskey was going to come out of the game.
Right. Did come out of the game.
Did come out of the game for a moment, but Wilson had blood coming from the nose, so she's going to go back out. Emery basketball, 25 ticks now to play here in the opening quarter. Toomer trying to find the cutter. Huggard pass a little bit too high off of the hands of Huggard and right into the hand of Hannah Butler for Grantsville.
Mistimed just a little bit.
And now the Cowgirls working around the perimeter, 13 on the shot or on the game clock. McCluskey gives the ball off top of the key to Edwards, to Butler, back to Edwards, swings it to McCluskey. Holding 5 on the game clock. Cross-court pass. Butler's going to have to put up a shot. No, instead gives it off to Ellett, and they're not going to get a shot off. That'll take us to the end of the opening quarter. Excellent swarming defense by Emery. They hold Grantsville to just 9 points. We'll take a 60-second break. Second quarter action coming up. Emery 19, Grantsville 9. We're back in 60 seconds.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
Happier you. Call Gagan Family Medicine for an appointment today at 613-2200. New patients are welcome.
You're listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL AM 750.
Second quarter now underway. Emery with a lead 19-9 over Grantsville. Emery actually ends that quarter on an 11-0 run. Lady Spartans come out with their starting five minus Megan Jensen plus Morgan Herdsman. Herdsman with the ball in the left corner, goes to Kinley Toomer. Toomer's trapped, going to try to dribble out of it. Lost the basketball with steal. Ashley Edwards, the sophomore, picks it up. Tries to give it straight ahead. Ellett goes to the rack, and she took too many steps to travel. The ball goes back the other way. There may have been some contact there, Scott, but you and I were talking off of the cuff during the last break. These officials have let them play, and I like it. I'm going to be honest, I like it a lot.
One team foul apiece.
19-9, Emery by 10. Toomer with the ball. Caseland drives, gets it to Laney. Right wing three up, no good. Missed it long, and the ball will go out of bounds back to Grantsville. And the Cowgirls will make yet another sub. Checking back into the game is Mason White. You're going to see about a 7-man rotation from this team as Sarah Ellett goes back to the bench. Also, I wanted to mention the officials in tonight's game. Larry Larson, Joe White, and Bob Clark. The officiating here at the state tournament, Scott, I've been very impressed with it.
Yeah, it's done a very good job. And it gets harder. I mean, there's a
does.
lot on the line, and
Yes.
everybody's playing tight.
Down low, hook shot of the paint, good. Grantsville for two. Mason White will stop the Emery run. Emery leads 19-11, 1 minute gone by here in the second quarter. Kinley goes to Caseland on the left side. Goes back to Kinley. Kinley fakes right, wants to go left, nothing there. Goes back to Caseland Toomer, who drives inside, floats one up from 14, no good. Loose ball handled by Fields. Fields pushes it up right side to Butler. Butler brings it in off of the wing, gets into the paint, puts up a tough shot, gets it to fall. And a Butler for two, and it's a 4-0 Grantsville run, and that Emery lead now down to 6.
Yeah, nice job. You got to remember who's left-handed. I mean, you can't give her that left hand. She came back to her left hand.
Emery with the basketball, and Grantsville swarming defense out of the zone. 2-3 style, cross-court pass. Herdsman left corner, puts it on the ground. Brings it around the wing, wants to go to the high post off of the elbow. Caseland Toomer lost it. Emery able to recover. Toomer gets a shot off the low block. No good, able to recover. A lot of contact down low. No whistle, but 2 points for Caseland Toomer. And it's 21-13, Emery by 8, 6:07 to play in the first half.
They're playing that 1-2-2, and they're trapping.
Drive, shot off the glass, no good. A miss down low, but Grantsville able to clean up on the boards. Madison Fields, an offensive board and 2 points. Emery 21-15. Grantsville not going away. Laney Jensen drives baseline and gets a whistle. A lot of contact inside the paint.
That's one you had to call.
And foul whistled against Mason
You can
White.
see Edwards' favorite move. She's got that little head fake hesitation, and then she's going to go. You know, she's used it 4 or 5 times already. It's a little head fake and go. And so you got to be aware of that. Take an offensive foul or steal that one.
Laney knocks down the first foul shot. 22-15, Emery by 7. Ellett will check back into the game. Going to the bench is White. Bailey Huggard comes out for Emery. And Megan Jensen back into the game. So Emery right now with Kinley and Caseland Toomer, Morgan Herdsman, Laney Jensen, and Megan Jensen. Grantsville counters that with Ashley Edwards, Hannah Butler. Paige McCluskey is out on the court as well. Again, we just talked about Ellett reappearing in this contest to get a 7-man rotation for Grantsville. Laney misses the second foul shot. The ball goes out of bounds back over to the Cowgirls.
Not Laney's normal release. She usually has that pure rotation, and that one's kind of wobbling around a little bit.
Ashley Edwards brings it up for Grantsville. Gives it left side of McCluskey into the corner. Holding gets Ellett. Wants to go down low to Fields. Fields puts it on the ground, nowhere to go. Tried to feed it off to a cutter, and McCluskey was swatted inside the paint. Now the ball goes back to Emery. Jensen with the ball at the right wing. Laney drives, stops, pops, no good, just outside the paint. And a rebound by Butler down low. One of the things about Grantsville, they can limit second and third chance opportunities
do a really
on the
good
glass.
job on the rebound. That's a nice move by Laney. Just a little bit short.
5:15 to play in the first half. 22-15 Emery. A shot for Fields in the paint is off of the mark, and the rebound to Caselyn Toomer. Gives it off to Kinley. Kinley brings it up across half court with 5:05 to play in the first half. Now goes back to Caselyn, back to Kinley. Swings it. Laney had an open three, did not look to shoot. Picked up by McCluskey and gives it off to Kinley. We're under 4 minutes to play in the second. Emery up 7, 22-15. Only 3 fouls have been called in this first half. Laney with the ball at the right wing, gives it to Kinley. Top of the key, drives, finds Herdsman. Left corner, shot up, no good, off of the back iron. An excellent box out that time by McCluskey. Could not come up with a defensive board. Emery has another opportunity. Shot from 2, no good. A miss by Herdsman. Another opportunity for Emery. Right as I was talking about Grantsville crashing the defensive board, Emery with a third chance opportunity. Jensen shot in the paint was no good. And Megan, boy, she would do some contact on the ground. And a foul was called against Jensen down low, so it will go back to Grantsville. That's the second personal on Megan Jensen.
Yeah, it's got to be a little careful. She's a little frustrated because she's not getting anything out of that pump fake. Cannot be able to get the movement that she's used to going to the basket. But I thought that was a good call. She reached in. She's got to be careful now. 4:20 left. Because these guys are going to want her to put the pressure on her.
Right. Grantsville basketball. McCluskey gives it to Ellett, back to McCluskey, working the ball around the perimeter. Now Butler. Butler wants to drive, try to split the defense, and a foul called against Emery. That one should go against Caselyn Toomer with an extension of the knee, and that's exactly what it is. That'll mark the 14th foul against Emery with 4:08 to play in the first half. Foul trouble not an issue for either team. Third team foul, excuse me. Grantsville basketball. McCluskey drives, tried to go right at Megan Jensen, lost the basketball, picked up by Ellett, shot up, no good. Rebound to Caselyn Toomer. Another defensive board for Toomer. Under 4 to play in the first half. Emery works it up quickly. A lob pass from Kinley to Megan Jensen. Too high, ball goes out of bounds, back over to Grantsville. Now these are turnovers for Emery. They're a little bit out of character. Right now, I think the offense is a little bit flustered. I think Grantsville's did a good job of taking them out of their game, Scott.
I agree. You know, she's used to getting those passes up there, but Butler right on her. She's keeping the body on her always.
And the winner of this game will advance to take on the Richfield Wildcats tomorrow in the state championship tournament as Richfield just beat Juab. Fields inside the paint with a hook shot. It's good. It's 22-17. Emery's lead now down to 5. They held a double-digit lead at one point in time in the first quarter, but Grantsville was able to weather the storm, and now they are back within striking distance. Toomer with the ball. She's strapped, brings it back out. Get a 1-2-2 zone, as you've talked about. I mean, it's an extension, and this time it forces yet another turnover. Ball goes into the hands of McCluskey. Defensively, Grantsville has come to play in this contest. 3:10 to play in the first half. Edwards works it left side. McCluskey goes back to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Herdsman.
So does the same move.
Splits the defense, gets it to Fields down low, who kicks it out. Ellett, a little head fake, wants to drive, nothing there. Goes to Butler. Butler off the right elbow. Finds a corner shot. Edwards, no good. Rebound to Kinley Toomer. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first half. Kinley brings it up right wing. Gets 15 feet away now, brings it back out. Kills her dribble. Goes top of the key to Laney. Swings it to Caselyn Toomer. Caselyn holding. Looking, surveying. Gives it up now to Laney. Laney, a few feet behind the three-point line. Goes to the right corner. Kinley Toomer down low. Megan Jensen shot up and in. And Megan offensively hasn't had her best half, but when you get it to her in the restricted area, which we have the restricted line here at Dixie State, you can't stop her.
It's just tough, even if there's no space.
Right.
They're fronting and back, putting somebody behind her as well.
It's 24-17. Emery by 7. A drive in. Ellett shot no good off of the back iron, and the board to Laney Jensen. Laney gives it up to Kinley. Kinley finds the cutter. It's Megan Jensen ahead of the field in for 2. Back-to-back buckets by the junior Megan Jensen, and it's 26-17. Emery by 9 with 2 minutes to play in the first half. We have a timeout taken by Grantsville, a 30-second timeout. 26-17, Emery by 9. We'll take it as well. We're back in 30 seconds.
At Emery Medical Center, patients are
Have a home improvement project? Don't go over the hill. Stop by Magnuson Lumber in Castledale for the tools and expertise you need. Whether it's a new coat of paint in the living room or building your dream home, Magnuson has the supplies you need to get the job done. Our friendly, well-trained staff will help you with any project and will deliver to both Emery and Carbon counties. Visit Magnuson Lumber at 495 East Main in Castledale.
Providers.
You're listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL AM 750.
Minute 59 to play in the opening half. Emery 26, Grantsville 17. It's been an entertaining contest, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, the size, not length, but size has been effective against Jensen. You know, they switched up defenses, put a little bit of pressure on there. Laney, you know, backed away from a couple of shots. She missed one. I mean, let her fly. I think she's 2 for 3, isn't she, from three-point line?
2 for 3, 2 of 4, actually.
2 of 4.
Yep.
She missed the second one.
Grantsville basketball out of the timeout. McCluskey off of the right wing, tried to drive, lost the basketball, but a foul from behind called against, well, they called this one against Morgan Herdsman. I thought maybe on Kinley Toomer, but instead it's against Morgan. That'll be the 15th foul for Emery. 26-17, Emery by 9. Lob pass inside the paint, shot up and in. And that's a basket for Mason White.
She's going to be a player.
I think so.
Just a freshman.
26-19, Emery by 7. Lob pass to Huggard down low. Huggard, hook shot, goes glass over the top of Edwards. High difficulty, but somehow gets it to drop, and Emery goes up by 9, 28-19. McCluskey goes to the left corner. Ellen holds, takes a dribble, gives it back off to McCluskey. Emery right now in the zone. Grantsville works it around the wing, holding on the left side. McCluskey goes down low. It's White. White kicks it, 15-footer on the runner. Good. Ashley Edwards.
They do a very good job inside out.
Yes, they
Don't
do.
fall asleep when that ball goes down inside, because they do a very good job of passing out of it. Have some moves, stuff they're trying to do.
1 minute to play in the first half. It's a football score, 28-21, Emery by 7. Kinley Toomer with the basketball, goes left side to Herdsman, goes to Huggard, 15-footer up. It's an air ball, may have been partially deflected, but now the Cowgirls will have an opportunity to chip even deeper into the Emery lead. Walking the ball up, it's Edwards. Across half court, goes left side to McCluskey. McCluskey holding, did not take a dribble, gives it to Edwards, who goes right side to Butler, back to Edwards, back to McCluskey. Working the ball around the wing. Perhaps Grantsville plays for the final shot of the first half. Ellett with the basketball, left corner, back to McCluskey. Cross court now to Butler. 25 seconds here in the first half. Grantsville content to run the clock, and Emery is going to fall back and let them do it.
Last time they did it, didn't get a shot off.
It's true. Edwards now tries to penetrate, gives it off to McCluskey, left wing, cross court, pass to Ellett, tries a three-point shot, no good, missed it short. Loose ball is handled by Kinley Toomer. She's got 9 seconds. Kinley runs it up the right sideline, stops on the wing, little hesitation, drives, goes to the rack, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Is she hurt?
That one, yeah, you could hear it from here, Scott. Kinley Toomer hit the deck and a little slow to get up. But now we'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 4.1 to play here in the first half. Nice aggressive move, but you could hear her hit the deck. First shot for Kinley. No good. In and out.
Just went down hard on her back as we were able to look at a replay.
Second shot for Kinley, good. Used all the rim, but got it to drop. 29-21, 4 seconds. Edwards with the basketball, 2 seconds. Half court heave of the buzzer, well short, into the hands of Megan Jensen, and that'll take us to the end of the first half. Back and forth action, Emery with the lead, 29-21. We'll take a quick break. Dr. Blake Hillstead halftime report coming up when we return on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also ETB 10.
Hello, this is Dr. Blake Hillstead from Castle Valley Orthodox.
At Big O Tires, we shop our competition daily, so we can guarantee you the lowest price on every tire, every day.
That's right. We guarantee the lowest price on every tire, every day.
Great stores statewide, wherever you go, we got you covered at Big O.
The men and women of Nielsen Construction pride themselves in taking care of their customers wherever and whenever they are needed. They provide service in the fields of heavy excavation, road construction, concrete operations, crane operations, welding, and much more. Their trucking division provides coal service hauling for area coal mines, and their fleet of heavy hauling transports provides oversized load transportation for a long list of customers who need material delivered safely and on time. Nielsen Construction is locally owned and a proud supporter of the athletic departments in Carbon, Emery, and Grand County. No matter the size of the project, Nielsen Construction has the experience, equipment, and manpower to get the job done.
With 5 locations in Carbon, Emery, and Uinta counties, Pro Rehab Physical Therapy is committed to providing its customers with the highest quality care available. Come to Pro Rehab for treatment of painful conditions, recovery of function, and injury prevention. Contact Pro Rehab at 613-1500 or swing by its location at 590 East, 100 North in Price. Go to ProRehabPT.com for a list of office locations. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy. Come as patients, leave as friends.
We will sell you a car.
We'll finance your car.
And we'll maintain your car.
Come down to Tony Basso GM at 1355 South Carbon Avenue for Eastern Utah's largest selection of new and used vehicles.
Where everybody gets a great deal. Everybody gets a great deal.
With speeds up to 1 gig, Emery Telecom delivers more. More shopping, more music, more learning, more streaming, more speed to power smartphones, movies, and streaming video. More speed for more devices in your home. And more savings with our true broadband data plans. Choose the plan that's right for you and upgrade anytime for just $10 more. More speed, more savings. Contact Emery Telecom today.
Your young athlete is one of a kind, and you should know you're their biggest fan. So when they have a sports injury, don't stay on the sidelines. Take an active role in getting them back in the game. Choose High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine to get your athlete back in the game. Dr. Kelly Jensen is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon who excels in his field, so you can excel on yours.
Hi, I'm orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kelly Jensen. From diagnosis to rehabilitation, let our team at High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide you with the care you need to get back in the game.
High Desert Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is located at 280 North Hospital Drive, Suite 3.
If you're going to let them play, I think it benefits Grantsville. For every Emery run, Grantsville had some sort of response, and because of it, it's a single-digit lead for Emery at the break.
Yeah, I mean, it's very entertaining first half. What I like is both teams making it difficult for the opposing team to do what they want to do.
Right.
And I thought they both did a very good job of that. You know, Grantsville wanting to kind of really pass the ball inside, a good inside-out team. Had some block shots, made that somewhat difficult, putting pressure on, and they're just keeping a body on Megan Jensen everywhere she goes. She was able to run out once, got a couple of other shots, but it made it difficult for her for sure.
Now let's take a look at the first half statistics, and one of the things that stands out as a surprise to me, Emery 21-10 in the rebound category, because I thought Grantsville did a pretty good job of limiting second, third, chance opportunities for Emery. But at the same time, there were a couple of possessions where Emery was getting 3 or 4 chances.
Yeah, they had the one where they had 4 different opportunities, and so I think that really does things to increase that. But they had a couple of offensive fouls or offensive rebounds early, did Grantsville. And I think that made a difference.
I would agree. I mean, and again, I think that stat is a little misleading because of a couple of offensive.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't watch the game saying, "Oh, Emery dominated the
No, not at all. Not at all. Let's take a look at the individual performers now. For Emery, the leading scorer for the team and of the game, it's Caitlin Toomer. She's got 9 points, 4 of 8 from the field. Caitlin had an injury last year. And I think that, I'm not going to say it motivates her, but at the same time, it's nice to see her at the state tournament get to play the way Caseland plays. She was aggressive yesterday against Carbon. She's been aggressive today against Grantsville as well.
And she's aggressive on the defensive end as well.
Yes.
Had a couple of blocked shots down there. She's taking the ball hard to the hole. She started out hitting a three. Next time it's a pump fake and comes in. She's had the mid-range game and had the one very aggressive drive that went right through 3 or 4 Grantsville players, found herself clean at the rim and finishes. And rebounds really well. She really jumps and takes advantage of that as she rebounds.
Megan Jensen with 8 points, 7 rebounds. Is that a quiet 8 points?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a little bit difficult for her. I think it's quiet. I mean, it was nice for her to be able to run out once, so she gets the ball clean and is able to lay it up.
Lainey Jensen scores 7 points for Emery in the first half as well. 4 from Bailey Huggard and 1 for Kinley Toomer. On the flip side, we take a look at the Grantsville Cowgirls. Leading scorer for this team, very balanced offensive production, Madison Fields. She's got 6 points and 6 rebounds. She's been a beast down low.
Yeah, she does a good job. She's a wider player, uses that to her advantage. She has that little left hand, comes back to that right shoulder and uses that little hook shot, and I think that's really helped her. And they make Butler loves to go baseline and then kick it to her right in the middle. And I think against teams where they don't have near the length that Emery does, it's probably even more effective.
Also for Grantsville in the first half, Ashley Edwards with 5 points. Hannah Butler has 4, as does Mason White. Team field goal percentage. Emery shoots 44% from the field. Grantsville shoots 34%. Where's the difference? Grantsville just 1 make from downtown. They're 1 of 7 so far for 14%, Scott. That has to improve. I'm of the mindset that if you're going to beat Emery, you have to knock down the outside jumper. I think it's so important when you play a team with this type of athleticism, and what makes that difficult is the perimeter athleticism that Emery has. But at the same time, you got to find some success from deep if you're going to beat this team. That's what Richville did. Remember, that's what North Sevier did last year as well. You know, you knock down the outside shot, you find success against Emery.
For one, they're kind of risk takers.
Right.
Especially on the perimeter.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, Caseland and Kinley, you know, they steal a lot of balls, but they take some risks. And with those risks on those attempted steals, you're going to leave the wings open a little bit more. And when they don't get a steal and they take a chance, you got to punish them there if you want to be successful.
Emery had 8 turnovers in the first half.
With made-to-go deli items, including its world-famous pizza, locally owned and operated BK Stop and Shop in Huntington serves the community with a smile. BK's has long been a gathering place for locals and travelers alike, offering the most basic of snacks to a delicious plate of shrimp. Fill up your vehicle with at least 10 gallons of Sinclair fuel and get a stamp on BK's frequent fueler card toward a free pizza. BK's also offers a catering service for your company party or town festival. BK's is located at 506 Main Street in Huntington.
Getting injured is nothing to celebrate, but getting back in the game is. Dr. Clinton Lordson and his team at Castleview Family Medicine will work to get you back in the game through diagnosis, treatment, and prevention. We'll get you back to the field and keep you there. When you have a sports-related injury, think Dr. Clinton Lordson at Castleview Family Medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Clinton Lordson, and at Castleview Family Medicine, your health is our goal.
Castleview Family Medicine is located at 945 West Hospital Drive, Suite 8.
Serving the 3-county area, Desert View Federal Credit Union is large enough to offer big credit union services while still putting a name with a face. With competitive loan rates, commercial and personal loans, online banking, 24-hour ATM, plus much more, Desert View and its members make decisions that directly benefit the local community. With a branch in Huntington and Farron, Desert View is your partner in your financial future.
Turnovers, a couple of shots, you know, 8-point lead's nothing. Get to start with the ball.
And Grantsville has a lot of discipline. We take a look at the lineups to get this second half rolling. Ashley Edwards, Paige McCluskey, Hannah Butler, Sarah Ellett, and Madison Fields. That's the lineup for the Grantsville Cowgirls. On the flip side, we take a look at Emery, Kinley Toomer, Caseland Toomer, Megan Jensen, Lainey Jensen, and Bailey Huggard. Edwards with a basketball for Grantsville. Gets it into Fields. Fields puts it on the ground, takes a step in just outside the low block, wants to kick it back out. Holding gets Ellett.
Emery comes out in a man-to-man defense.
The stick at that man-to-man. Edwards with the ball, going to be guarded by Kinley Toomer. I like that matchup a lot. Now goes to Ellett, guarded by Caseland Toomer. A lot of athleticism on the floor for both teams. Fields from 15, head fake, drives, puts up a shot, no good, missed everything. And the rebound of Ailey Huggard. Now Emery moving right to left on the radio dial, pushing it up quickly. Pass to the right side, holding gets Huggard. Huggard's going to go to the left corner. Delaney swings it now to Kinley on the left elbow, guarded by Ellett. Grantsville sticks in a 1-2-2 zone to the right corner. Holding Caseland back to Kinley. Wants to drive, gets into the paint. Clean look at the basket. Shot no good. Give Fields credit on the adjustment. Loose ball, reach in foul called against Grantsville. Stops the clock with 7:03 to play in the third quarter. Still no score here in the third. Emery leads 29-21.
Kinley tends to just lay that over the front. I'd like her to get that to the backboard. You can take a bump and still finish it much better.
You said that yesterday, too, against Carbon as well. I believe you made that reference.
She missed one yesterday.
Yeah. Kinley's going to hold the basketball off of the inbounds. Goes to the left corner. Holding gets Delaney. Goes top of the key now to Kinley. Kinley guarded closely by Ellett. Works it right side. Caseland Toomer goes back to Kinley. Huggard sets up in the paint. A drive, a lob. Huggard stripped from behind by Butler into the hands of Edwards. And Edwards is going to hold now for Grantsville. Who's going to score first here in the third quarter? Remember the last game, it was Juab and Richfield. We had 3 total points scored in the fourth quarter in that game. 3 total points. A drive in. Ellett puts up a shot, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Fields is there for cleanup duty. 2 more points. She's got 8 in the contest. And again, has done some great work on the glass. 29-23, Emery by 6. Megan Jensen, a little head fake from deep, wants to drive, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
8 points and 7 rebounds for Madison Fields.
And that'll be Fields' first personal foul. So again, no massive foul trouble for either team. Megan Jensen to take a shot. 2 shots at the foul line. First one is up, and it is in. Nothing but net. Hallie Bartley will check in. Another freshman here for Grantsville.
Another freshman, all of 5'10", 5'11". Out of rotation. You know, we haven't seen her play yet in yesterday's game or so far this morning.
Jensen converts the second foul shot. It's 31-23. Grantsville's going to bring the ball up. Emery back up by 8. 6:08 to play in the third. Left side, Butler gives it up. Ellett holds, guarded by Caseland Toomer. Wants to try to drive baseline. Caseland with a swat and comes up with the ball now. She's off to the races up the right sideline. Picked up by McCluskey. Into the paint. Goes up, shot no good. Rebound by Edwards.
Nice move.
Nice move, but excellent transition defense as well. Grantsville wants to push it. Edwards got away with the travel. No, she didn't.
She has that same move. I mean, it kind of gives this little up and under. You know, used it to get to the basket there.
Sub coming in here for the Cowgirls. Ellie Wilson will check into the game, and going to the bench is Sarah Ellett. Emery leads by 8, 31-23. 5.5 to play in the third. High post, Huggard kicks it right side. Caseland, a head fake, goes to Kinley, top of the key. Kinley goes around a Huggard screen, gets into the paint, goes glass for 2. She heard just got left hand, going glass, easy 2-point basket, and it's 33-23 Emery.
I love attacking the weak side of the defense.
Yeah. 5:16 to play in the third. Grantsville with the basketball. Again, you can kind of sense the momentum turn a little bit, and it's always danger for the opposing team when you go against Emery, and you can sense the momentum change. A drive inside. Butler into the paint. A lot of contact. No whistle. Huggard comes up and sends Bartley shot the opposite direction. Now Emery wants to run. It's a 2-on-2. Kinley Toomer into the paint. Goes up. Draws the foul. Can't get the and one, but she will go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. Stops the clock with 4:56 to play in the third. And now Coach Megan Vera for Grantsville is going to go back to the bench.
Yeah, nice job right there by Huggard to hold her ground. You know, Butler made a push to the baseline. She held her ground and came back the other way and gave Megan time to get back in it.
Madison Fields comes back into the game. Bartley will go to the bench. Gives Fields a little bit of a breather. Both teams have really crashed the glass hard. I mean, in the paint, both bigs on both sides, I think, have gotten a nice little workout so far in this game. Kinley misses the second foul shot, but Emery's lead is back up to 11. Down court pass. Grantsville with the basketball. McCluskey, she stutter step, double dribbled. What are you going to call? It was tough to see from my view. Yeah. It just didn't look right.
Right. That's funny because the official had almost the same view.
Yeah, double dribble. It was just awkward looking. Ball goes back to Emery. 4:45 to play in the third. Emery leads 34-23. Morgan Herdsman is checked into the ball game for Kinley Toomer. Trying to get the ball to Caseland on the baseline. Huggard's pass is intercepted. They call this foul on Caselyn Toomer.
Oh, did they? Okay, I thought that was Jensen there on a cheap one.
Caselyn reaches in and gets called for the foul. Stops the clock with 4:36 to play in the third. Emery 34, Grantsville 23. Action has slowed a little bit here in the third quarter from a scoring perspective.
Second day of a grind.
Yeah. Edwards, stripped by Herdsman, able to recover. Goes right side to Ellie Wilson. She drives, finds the cutter. Fields goes glass for two. Beautiful offensive set for Grantsville.
That's got exactly what they wanted that time.
Emery's lead down to 9. Caselyn Toomer gives it up to Lainey Jensen. Her first three of the second half, no good. Missed it short. Rebound down low. Huggard had it, lost the ball. Jensen recovers, gives it up to Caselyn. Caselyn goes down to the ground. Grantsville wanted to travel. Didn't get it. Emery's going to keep possession. A little bit. But again, that benefits Grantsville. Caselyn Toomer off the left side, drives baseline, goes up and in for two. And it's 36-25. Emery back up by 11 with 3:47 to play in the third. Bringing the ball up, it's Edwards. Straight away, Morgan Herdsman's going to watch her. Follows her closely. Emery sticks in a man-to-man set. Edwards goes right around. Herdsman gets into the paint. Blocked by Jensen. Picked up by Fields. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Another shot no good. Butler with another offensive board. And a foul is called on the ground against Emery. This one goes against Huggard.
It's been a physical game down low.
You can start to feel the tension
Bailey's
in the
not
crowd
happy
as
with
well.
it. She's got a hold of me. She yells out to the official.
3:32 in the third quarter.
There's
Emery
a lot
36,
going down there in the
25.
paint.
Yes. McCluskey with the ball, gives it off to Edwards, top of the key, works it right side, holding its Butler. Butler puts it on the ground, goes to the corner to Fields, goes back to Edwards. Edwards stands at the center court logo. Goes to McCluskey on the left side.
Little change. Looks like a 2-3, but man, it's extended.
Edwards with the ball now for Grantsville, top of the key. The Cowgirls showing some patience. And
Another
I think
one,
McCluskey took 3 steps, nearly got away with it. It was a late whistle. Takes it in off of the left wing. Split the defense. 1, 2, 3. Just a tad, picked up that dribble just a tad bit out of her range. Now the ball goes back to Emery. Right side, Herdsman with a fake. Herdsman, cross-court, dangerous pass, playing 500. Caselyn Toomer comes down with it, and a foul on the ground called against McCluskey. It's a dangerous pass, isn't it?
Yeah, good credit Caselyn for going to get that.
That's 500. It's schoolyard basketball. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to play in the third. Herdsman goes to Caselyn Toomer, left wing 3, no good, nearly banked it in. Herdsman with the offensive board, quick bounce pass to Huggard on the left low, block for 2. And Emery enjoys their largest lead of the game, 38-25 with 2.5 to play in the third.
I've never seen Herdsman give anything but this energy.
She's got 5 fouls defensively, and she will use all 5 fouls. Now that time she picks one up at the top of the key, trying to man up Edwards.
She's quick hands and quick feet, and so she, it's worth it for her to take some risk, and she does.
Yeah. 38-25, Emery by 13 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the third. Lainey Jensen and Morgan Herdsman at the top of the key. Bailey Huggard and Megan Jensen down low with Caselyn Toomer patrolling as well at the wing.
I like Coach giving Kinley just a little bit of a break, kind of banged up that back.
Fields with the ball in the low block, goes to a spin move. Hook shot is off of the mark. Loose ball picked up by Lainey Jensen. It was poked away by Caselyn.
God, just worked hard for that one. Any rebound that's up, she thinks it's hers.
Caselyn from 15, stop and pop, no good, a little long. Butler able to grab the defensive board.
Butler's strong enough to say, I've got this one.
We're under 2 to play here in the third. Emery 38, Grantsville 25. Left side, Ellie Wilson wants to drive. Defense collapse. Megan Jensen with a block, and then foul is called against Caselyn Toomer away from the ball. No, they called this against Megan Jensen. I thought maybe we were going to get a jump ball on that. It's the third personal against Megan Jensen. And now Emery's going to go back to the bench. Taden Nilsson will check into the game. Morgan Herdsman goes to the pine. 38-25, Emery by 13 with 1:38 to play in the third. Holding the ball in the left corner, it's Wilson. Wilson wants to drive. Nilsson stripped the basketball, a tussle for it on the ground, and a jump. Possession arrow. No, they're going to say a timeout was taken by Grantsville. I don't think anybody called timeout, did they?
It's no control anyway.
Full timeout is taken. It'll be Grantsville basketball. 1:33 to play in the third quarter. Emery 38, Grantsville 25. We're back in 60 seconds.
Wow.
Are you tired of having to spend more time in the dental office than necessary? Why not minimize that by having your crown completed in a single visit? At Dr. Brett Lowe's office in Price, the highly trained team can fabricate porcelain crowns and other restorations in as little as 60 to 90 minutes with no impressions or temporary crowns. Most dental insurance plans are accepted. Call 637-2929 today to schedule your appointment.
On KOAL, AM 750.
Minute 33 to play in the third quarter. Emery 38, Grantsville 25. Grantsville, which is 2 timeouts remaining for the contest. They take a timeout to keep possession. There's the inbounds Grantsville basketball. Holding in the corner, it's Wilson. Wilson gives it off, left side, holding it's Edwards. Edwards goes right to Ellick, guarded by Kinley Toomer, who is back into the game. Kinley knocked the ball away, and we're so close to the action. As soon as that ball went off Kinley's hand, I was thinking jam finger.
Yeah, and she's stretching them out,
Man.
too.
Minute
You'd
15.
never know from her, though.
No. Grantsville ball fields down low, off the low block, takes too many steps to travel.
She does most plays. That's a double pick. That's a good play. That's a double pick. Ran off a pick of Butler.
70 seconds to play in the third. Emery up by 13. Nilsson remains in the ball game along with Kinley, Caselin Toomer, Bailey Huggard, and Laney Jensen for Emery. Some nice hustle by Grantsville on the ground, able to poke the basketball away. Emery's going to keep possession with 1:02 to play here in the third. Laney Jensen to inbound, gets it into Caselin Toomer in the paint, goes right at Fields, shot up, no good. Fields did a great job of adjusting that shot. Butler comes down with a defensive board. Now hands it off to Edwards, who's going to walk it up. Goes to the left, gets into the paint, goes right around Nilsson, 2-point basket. And Grantsville has the Emery lead down to 11.
Edwards a player.
She is. And again, we're talking about a sophomore for Grantsville. Kinley with the basketball, cross court. Nilsson works it quickly to Caselin, left corner. 3-point shot up, no good. Missed it long off the back iron. Bailey Huggard tips the ball to Nilsson. Another chance here for Emery. Laney Jensen kicks it out to Nilsson. 27 on the game clock. Nilsson is strapped. Tried to go to Kinley Toomer. Nearly intercepted. Toomer recovers. 3-point shot is short. Loose ball picked up by Butler. Hannah Butler's done a great job on the defensive board. Somehow keeps her balance. She didn't travel, but Emery is strapping. Grantsville's got to get to work quickly across the mid-stripe line. It's Edwards. Edwards to Fields in the paint. Fields kicks it back to Edwards. Baseline jumper, short. Loose ball with 5 seconds to play in the third is ran down by Edwards. Gives it up now to Wilson. Wilson buzzer beater shot. Tried to go glass, couldn't get it. And that'll take us to the end of the third. One more quarter of regulation. Emery 38, Grantsville 27. We'll break for 60 seconds. And
With hundreds of vehicles to choose from, Auto Farms Price Auto Group is Castle Country's premier location for new and used Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. With skilled auto enthusiasts helping you every step of the way, Auto Farm can get you into the car or truck of your dreams with financing on site. Whether it's a lifted up Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, or a more fuel-efficient everyday driver, Auto Farms Price Auto Group has or can find exactly what you need. Come see our selection at 354 South Highway 55 in Price.
With 2 locations to serve you, J&D Automotive in Castledale and Green River deliver authentic Napa auto parts with a local smile. Whether it's tires, fluids, tune-ups, or a complete engine diagnostic, J&D Automotive offers complete repair of domestic and foreign cars and light trucks. And with ASC certified and trained technicians, you can drive easy knowing your car will get you and your family down the road safely.
You're listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL AM 750.
Emery 8 minutes away from going to their second consecutive state championship. They lead Grantsville 38-27. Out of the timeout, Emery's going to go with Caitlin Toomer, Tayden Nilsson, also Lainey Jensen, Bailey Huggard, and Kinley Toomer. That's the lineup for Emery to get things rolling here in the final quarter of regulation. Caitlin Toomer goes to the left corner. Kinley drives and takes a hard shot, goes down to the ground, took a knee to the upper thigh, and she is slow to get up. And Scott, we know she was a little banged up to begin with, and now, it's a stinger. She's going to walk it off. Morgan Herdsman is going to come into the contest. Kinley will go to the bench. So we're back, and now I would assume it's her thigh, Scott.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was yesterday. It ended up.
I'm being told she
I think
hit
we'd
knees.
rather hit knee to knee than the thigh at this point. The one on the knee hurts worse maybe to start with, but it's going to get better quicker.
Emery ball off of the foul. Nilsson holds, goes cross court. Herdsman on the baseline, kicks it out to Caitlin, drives, lost the ball, recovers, goes to Herdsman. Herdsman now to Nilsson. Nilsson goes right side to Jensen. Laney drives, ball was swatted by Addison Smith. The foul is called, and now free throws coming for the Lady Spartans. Laney Jensen will go to the line to shoot two. Addison Smith, the junior for Grantsville, made sure that there was no chance for an and one. First shot for Laney is up, and it is no good. Missed it in and out. Grantsville with Butler. Smith is out on the court along with Wilson. Ashley Edwards as well. Second shot for Laney, no good. Missed the pair. Bailey Huggard grabs the offensive board. Also Ellett out there on the court for Grantsville as well. Emery basketball. 35 seconds off of the clock here in the fourth. Laney Jensen goes into Huggard. Huggard kicks it to Nilsson, down low. Shot at the rim is off the mark, and the rebound to Butler. Butler corrals it, gives it off to Edwards, running up the left sideline. Now goes to Ellett. Ellett stands on the left wing, finds the cutter Butler, low block. Bounce pass inside to Smith, and the ball's poked away and a turnover. Ball goes back to Emery. 1 minute gone by in the fourth. Pass up to Nilsson. Nilsson finds Huggard. 15-footer up and in. 40-27, Emery by 13. Scott, I was talking about why I like to have the ball in the fourth quarter. Emery took off a full minute before Grantsville touched that ball.
Yeah,
they didn't score, but
right.
they took off a minute. You can control pace to start the final quarter, and I think that's what Emery has already established. Butler goes baseline, shot no good, tried to go glass, and the rebound to Huggard. Huggard gives it off to Nilsson. Nilsson goes right side, has a little bit of a space, gives it off instead to Caitlin Toomer, now to Laney Jensen. Jensen to Herdsman. She tries a long-distance two-point shot, missed it long. Run down rebound. Huggard tried to grab it, poked the ball away from Smith, and the ball will go to Grantsville. Smith will come out of the game. Checking back in is Madison Fields. Now, watching these two teams play, Fields is as equally important to Grantsville as Megan Jensen is to Emery, Scott. I really feel that they utilize her in the paint. I mean, she's huge.
They get her
for
the
this
ball.
team.
They run plays to get her.
Foul is called against Emery on the wing. That one goes against Morgan Herdsman. That's Morgan's third personal. She's got one more to play with. 6:15 to play in the game.
Don't change how you play to play.
No. 13-point lead here for Emery. Edwards with the basketball, goes right, then goes left, and a reach-in foul is called. That one should go against Tayden Nilsson.
Yeah, just got to keep your hand back.
It is called on Nilsson.
Yeah. She got that hand down on the hip.
Inbounds pass, Fields missed a shot, able to get her own rebound. Putback is up and in. Creates second chance opportunities, and Grantsville has that lead down to 11. Emery 40, Grantsville 29, 6 minutes to play in the contest. Caitlin Toomer kicks it to Laney Jensen, three-point shot up, no good. Looked good from our view, but she missed everything.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was down.
Me too. Caitlin Toomer tried to save it out of bounds, but stepped on the baseline, and the ball goes back to Grantsville. An important possession now for the Cowgirls. They have an opportunity to get the lead back into single digits.
You're just going to leave Jensen on the bench until it's a 10-point game.
She's coming in right now. Pass inside to Fields. Missed it, point-blank range. Rebound by Butler. Butler to Edwards. Knocks it down from about 13 feet, and it's 40-31. Emery's lead down to 9. Nilsson brings it up right side. Heavy defense by Grantsville, and a timeout taken by Coach Lynn Tuttle. And Coach Tuttle has a couple of words with the official. It's a full timeout. 5:28 to play in the fourth. Emery 40, Grantsville 31. We're back in 60 seconds.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
You're listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL AM 750.
5:28 to play in the game. Emery 40, Grantsville 31, 3A semifinal action. Herdsman, along with Caselyn Toomer, Taden Nielsen, Lainey Jensen, and Megan Jensen in the game for the Lady Spartans. Caselyn Toomer off of the right wing, drives in, floats one up, gets the friendly roll off of the front iron, and Emery goes back up by 11, 42-31. Now Grantsville's got to work quickly. Edwards with the ball top of the key, kills her dribble. McCluskey also out on the court along with Ellett. Fields down low, and Butler patrolling right now on the wing. Edwards goes down low to Fields. Fields with a bounce pass. Edwards tried to cut in the paint, lost the basketball. Able to recover, gives it up now to Ellett. Back to Fields, finds a cutter. McCluskey tried to go into Jensen, did not get the foul. Loose ball goes out of bounds. Should be Emery basketball, and it is.
McCluskey got traveled again.
You know what, though? She's trying to get to draw a foul on Jensen. I mean, that has been the plan.
Yeah, you can tell.
For Grantsville all game. Try to limit Megan Jensen. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play in regulation. Nielsen with the basketball. She's stripped, able to recover, gives it up to Lainey Jensen. Lainey goes to Herdsman in the right corner. Tried to work around Fields, and a block foul called against Fields. That'll be the 17th
I think they're going to give a timeout.
Call timeout.
Yeah.
30-second timeout. 4:31 to play in the game. Emery 42, Grantsville 31. We'll take the 30-second timeout as well. We're back.
Have a home improvement project? Don't go over the hill. Stop by Magnuson Lumber in Castledale for the tools and expertise you need. Whether it's a new coat of paint in the living room or building your dream home, Magnuson has the supplies you need to get the job done. Our friendly, well-trained staff will help you with any project, and we'll deliver to both Emery and Carbon counties. Visit Magnuson Lumber at 495 East Main in Castledale.
Listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL AM 750.
4:31 to play in the game. Emery 42, Grantsville 31. Lainey Jensen to inbound. Lainey on the baseline, gets it into Herdsman. Herdsman stands on the midcourt logo. Goes back to Lainey in the right corner, back to Herdsman. Aggressive defense by Grantsville, and an early foul called against Ellett, and that'll be a 1-and-1 situation. Grantsville out of fouls, as is Emery, so it's foul shots the rest of the way, but a 1-and-1 situation here for Morgan Herdsman. Herdsman takes a dribble, front end of the 1-and-1 is up, and it is in. Is it just me, or has Emery struggled a little bit from the foul line over the last couple of days? Seems like it, doesn't it?
Missed more than we thought.
Yes. Yeah, I would agree. 43-31, Emery by 12 with 4:25 to play in the game. One more shot coming for Herdsman. Shot is up. She knocks that down. Didn't even hit the rim on either shot. It's 44-31, Emery by 13. Now Grantsville needs to work quickly. Bringing the ball up, it's Edwards. Edwards picked up by Nielsen, top of the key, goes right side to Butler. Butler guarded by Caselyn Toomer off the right wing, hands the ball off to McCluskey. Tried to find Fields on the baseline, ball was knocked down, picked up by Lainey Jensen. Gives it off to Caselyn Toomer. Toomer gets into the paint, kills her dribble, draws the foul on Fields, and Caselyn will go to the line to shoot two. Stops the clock with 4:06 to play now in the contest. And if you knock down these two foul shots, you feel pretty comfortable up 15 with 4 minutes to play, because every time Grantsville's made a run, Emery's had an answer in this contest.
Yeah, but you know how hard Grantsville's been playing kind of gives you that, makes you feel a little bit anxious about that. Right there is just, you get the idea that Casey's like, hey, enough of this, throw the ball around the outside.
Let me just take it, yeah.
Basket.
She converts both foul shots, so it's 46-31. Midway through the fourth, Ashley Edwards walks it up now for Grantsville. And the Cowgirls have got to get to work if they want to make another run and make this game interesting here in the final 4 minutes. A drive inside, Megan Jensen with a block, and the ball goes out of bounds. Edwards has impressed me with her speed and ball handling.
Oh, yeah.
First time that I've seen her really take the ball hard to the rack to go up against Megan Jensen. I think she's more prone to getting the call in the paint based off size and ability.
Yeah, I agree. She's a player.
She is. Wilson gives it off to Ellett. Ellett cross court to Edwards in the corner. Edwards is going to go cross court. Just a 16-footer by Fields inside the three-point line. No good. Loose ball is picked up and a foul is whistled against Grantsville. This one goes against Madison Fields. Ball control foul, one-on-one situation coming up here for Emery. And so the foul line could be very kind to the Spartans here. A chance to put this one away. Tate Nilsson will go to the line to shoot the one-on-one. 2 foul shots the rest of the way now for Grantsville, or for Emery. Nilsson converts the first foul shot. Emery up by 16. That is their largest lead of the game.
Matching their youth with some of our youth tonight.
Second shot for Nilsson, no good. Spins in and out. Rebound to Butler. Butler gives it to Edwards. Edwards is going to run, goes left side. Holding gets Ellett, takes a dribble, gives it off to Butler. Butler goes to Fields, pump fakes from the corner, tries to drive baseline, nothing there. Grantsville is going to work the ball around the wing once again. Ellett gives it to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Nilsson. Nilsson tries to stick with her, but Edwards drives left, finds Fields, puts it up just outside the baseline. Shot good for 2 with a timeout taken by Megan Vera, head coach of the Grantsville Cowgirls. Full timeout, 3:17 to play in the game. Emery 47, Grantsville 33. We're back in 30 seconds.
As a
From Delicate Arch to Flaming Gorge, the capital city and round St. George.
At Big O Tires, we shop our competition daily, so we can guarantee you the lowest price on every tire, every day.
That's right. We guarantee the lowest price on every tire, every day.
Great stores statewide, wherever you go, we got you covered at Big O.
You're listening to Emery Spartans basketball on KOAL AM 750.
3:17 to play in regulation. Emery 47, Grantsville 33. Now Emery's got to go the length of the court. It was a timeout taken by the Cowgirls. They got one left. Emery comes out with Nielsen, Herdsman, Caselin Toomer, Lainey Jensen, and Megan Jensen going to try to break the press of the Cowgirls. Caselin plays quarterback to Lainey to Herdsman. Herdsman could have went in. Instead brings it back out. Could have went in for an easy two-point basket, I think, Scott. Caselin with the ball, spin move from the right elbow, gives it off to Nielsen, who is face guarded by Butler. Gets into the paint, kicks it back out to Laney. Laney's going to drive. Splits the defense, shot inside the restricted area, no good, but a rebound handled
got a little bit
by
too
White.
far under. Had to get underneath, got through the players, but had to be inside.
Edwards hands it off to Butler. Butler from 15 on the elbow, trying to go back to Edwards, and Caselin Toomer comes up with a steal. It's a wasted possession for Grantsville. They don't have too many of those to give if they want to get back in this contest. Laney with the ball on the right side, goes to Caselin, top of the key, penetrates in, finds the cutter. Megan Jensen off of the weak side in for 2. And it's 49-33. And Grantsville is going to take their final timeout. 2 minutes and 26 ticks to play in this one. Emery running away with a 49-33. We'll take the timeout with them and come back. It's a full timeout for Grantsville. Emery up by 16.
The men and women of Nielsen Construction pride themselves in taking care of their customers wherever and whenever they are needed. They provide service in the fields of heavy excavation, road construction, concrete operations, crane operations, welding, and much more. Their trucking division provides coal service hauling for area coal mines, and their fleet of heavy hauling transports provides oversized load transportation for a long list of customers who need material delivered safely and on time. Nielsen Construction is locally owned and a proud supporter of the athletic departments in Carbon, Emery, and Grand County. No matter the size of the project, Nielsen Construction has the experience, equipment, and manpower to get the job done.
With 5 locations in Carbon, Emery, and Uinta counties, Pro Rehab Physical Therapy is committed to providing its customers with the highest quality care available. Come to Pro Rehab for treatment of painful conditions, recovery of function, and injury prevention. Contact Pro Rehab at 613-1500 or swing by its location at 590 East, 100 North in Price. Go to ProRehabPT.com for a list of office locations. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy. Come as patients, leave as friends.
Hillstead at 435-637-2222.
2 minutes and 25 seconds left in regulation. Emery with a late 49-33. It's Grantsville basketball. McCluskey.
They've got to have a bucket here.
They have to. It's a do-or-die moment. Butler wants to go baseline off of the pass from Fields. Lost the ball. Fields able to recover. Gives it up to McCluskey. Shot at the rim, no good. Megan Jensen with a rebound. Fields able to wrestle it away, and then a jump ball is called. Yeah, you wanted to foul?
Well, you got to be stronger, but there was all over the arm. I mean, it's not like it was off the ball.
Jump ball possession arrow is in favor of Grantsville, so the Cowgirls will have another opportunity.
You go with your smaller players to keep the ball moving on the perimeter, but you miss out on Huggard's rebound.
Yep. Fields takes the inbounds pass, gets it to the corner, three-point shot up, no good, a miss by Wilson, and a push foul called against Grantsville. Herdsman on the ground, and she'll get a couple of foul shots. Push foul called against Fields. Going to the foul line is Morgan Herdsman. Been good off the bench tonight, Scott.
She has. Played more minutes. Like to see her just a little more aggressive offensively. She's got that game.
First of 2 foul shots up and in.
Spend money from the foul line.
50-33. Now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. This is going to be a game that was a lot closer than the final score is going to indicate. I felt the same way about the Carbon game yesterday as well.
Yeah, I talked to my son asked about it, and I said, yeah, that's this, but it wasn't indicative of how the game was played. It was actually my mother, my son watched it.
Both foul shots good for Herdsman. Emery up 51-33. Drive, nothing there. Edwards tried to kick it out to Butler. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Emery. Now Bailey Huggard checks into the game. Megan Jensen will go to the bench. It's a well-deserved rest.
Yeah. Just gonna, make sure she doesn't get hurt.
Right. Laney feeds it up to Caselin, who's ahead of the field. Caselin Toomer fouled as she goes into the basket, took a shot to the face.
I mean, Caselin is fast, and Edwards was gaining ground. She took it to.
Got ahead of the pack. Ashley Edwards, just a sophomore. I'm so impressed with the way that girl plays basketball.
Oh, she's D1 player as she grows older.
Caselin Toomer, the line. She's got 13 points in tonight's contest and make it 14. You take a look at the replay. Goes up, boom, tough shot.
She got her back elbow, got the back elbow. Wasn't the shot that went to block the shot, it was the return.
Second shot for Caselin up and in. She's got 15 in the contest, and Emery now up by 20. 53-33. Final 90 seconds in this one. Fields puts up a quick 2-point shot, knocks it down from 16. And it's 53-35. Nielsen runs it up for Emery. Fakes left, goes right, and a reach-in foul called against Butler. And Nielsen will go to the line to shoot 2.
She foul shots the rest of the way.
In a game that there was no real foul trouble in the first half.
No. Megan Jensen had 2. We might have thought that was foul trouble.
Nielsen. First foul shot, one more coming her way. Second shot up, and that one is in. 54-35. Emery up by 19 with 1:23 to play in the contest. Edwards drives, nothing there, gives it off to Butler. She comes in off the left side, blocked by Caselin Toomer, but a late whistle.
I knew Caselin wasn't just going to let her get a layup. I mean, it's just not in her nature.
Caselin says, give me the block. Give me the block.
It comes right here. You can see it. Boom. May have got a little bit on the head, but there's nothing up top.
Got all ball up top. Butler goes to the line for a shot up, no good. Missed it off the back iron. Emery well in control in this one. About to go to their second consecutive state championship. Last year, the runner-up in the loss to North Severe, a team they beat twice. And tomorrow they're going to get Richfield, the team that they split with. Now Haley Allred will check into the game for Emery. She comes in for Caselyn Toomer.
Caselyn was a beast today.
Absolutely. Has played so well. Inbounds pass. Herdsman got ahead of the group, missed the layup. Allred follows, shot was halfway down, it comes out. Rebound to Nielsen, to Jensen. Now kicks it out to Huggard. We're down to 65 seconds to play in the game. Nielsen tips it to Jensen. It's a rugged game, but a foul called against McCluskey, and that'll send Laney to the line to shoot two.
How does that shot of Allred's come out? Wow.
It was halfway down, wasn't it?
Crazy.
And now the benches will clear, at least for Emery. First shot up and in for Laney.
Bertuzzi. Mike Morgan had a nice game off the bench.
She did, absolutely. Makaya Bertuzzi comes into the game for Herdsman. Second foul shot for Laney. If she converts, she'll come out of the game, knocks it down. And now JoJo Peterson will come into the contest for Emery. Grantsville also clearing the bench. Back into the game is Addison Smith as well as Hallie Bartley. Final minute 03 of regulation. Edwards is going to let the ball roll before picking it up. Nielsen waits for it at the mid-stripe line. We're under 60 seconds to play in the game. Edwards goes left, nothing there, gives it off top of the key to Wilson. Wilson wants to drive, floats one up off the glass, missed. Huggard fights for the defensive board, comes down with it. Gives it off to Nielsen on the right side. 47 seconds to play in the game. Nielsen drives, had the ball poked away. It goes out of bounds. It will stick with Emery with 45 ticks to play in the contest. Emery up 56-36. And now you got to believe Bailey Huggard will come out of the contest, right? Nope, instead it'll be Allred. No, it is Huggard, okay. Carrie Cook comes into the game. Huggard will go to the
had
bench.
a good game.
She did.
Offensively, really played better this time. And
inbounds pass was poked into the backcourt, picked up by Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi dribbles out of traffic, goes to Allred, left-hand side, 35 seconds in regulation. Tried to go to Nielsen at the top of the key, and the pass was intercepted. Now it's a loose ball. Bertuzzi comes up with it. What a hustle play, then a jump ball between Allred and Smith. What do you think of the hustle late?
I like it.
Neither team quitting until the final buzzer. 27 seconds to play in the contest. Possession arrow in favor of Emery. JoJo Peterson inbound from the side.
It's fun for me to see these kids that have been hurt and have worked back from it, you know, to have a chance. Several on the floor right now.
Bertuzzi with a basketball, 19 on the game clock, goes to the corner, holding its Cook. Cook wants to drive. There's nothing there on the baseline. Tried to feed the ball off to Nielsen. The ball was poked out of bounds. 13 seconds to go in regulation. And then we'll put the final touches on this one and gear up for the state championship tomorrow. It'll be Emery and Richfield, the rubber match, part 3. You gotta love it.
The one that matters the most.
Drive, shot, no good. Nielsen with a miss. Edwards comes up with a rebound. Gonna drive, uses a bounce pass down low, pass is intercepted, and that'll take us to the end of regulation. Emery gets the win, 56-36 in a game that was close, but the Lady Spartans were able to pull away in the second half once again. Very similar feel to yesterday's game, I think, Scott.
Yeah, a little bit different. You know, I think yesterday once Sorensen found out, it's like, okay, shut the door. You know,
right.
Here, you didn't have that one particular play or individual that made that difference. But
we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back with the Emery Medical postgame show. We're going to end on ETV 10. That'll do it for us. We'll see you tomorrow night. We're going to be back with the state championship call as Emery takes on Richfield. Final score in this one, the Lady Spartans 56, Grantsville 36. We're back in just a couple of minutes on KOAL, and again signing off on ETV.